Hey everyone, this is Renee and I'm back with some real talk. What I wanted to discuss today was, let's just say you're single and you met somebody, but this person that you met is still living with their ex-wife or their ex-husband. How is this something that you would handle? Would you be able to date a person that is still living with their ex? Because there's a lot of different things that you need to think about. First off, like if you ever went through a separation or a divorce, it's extremely difficult in the beginning, especially financially, because a lot of times, all your money is together and you try to figure out like, how am I going to live on my own? So then you figure it out with your partner, well, your ex-partner, and maybe you came to an agreement that because of the financial situation that they might be in, that it might work out for the best for them to stay living in the same house, and especially it might work for them, especially if they have some children. So what happens then is that if they go out and they happen to meet somebody, it could go either way. The girl, the ex, you can meet a girl or the guy or whoever it is in the situation. So it doesn't, it could be anyone. Is it something that you would be able to, deal with? Would you be able to date somebody that was still living with their ex? How would that make you feel? Is it going to be uncomfortable? These are things that you need to ask yourself, because then also you could think, well, is he or she just saying that they're not together anymore, but meanwhile they could still possibly be married and together, and they're just cheating on their significant other, their partner? So there's a lot of different things like that when you meet a person like that. You don't know what the story might be, and especially if you're first meeting them, it's hard for you to actually judge, to know what the truth might be. Now, I'm going to give you my opinion of what I would be able to live with and what I wouldn't be able to live with. Honestly, I would not be able to date somebody that lived with their ex. That's just me personally. Other people can, because I know a lot of people that actually do still live with their ex. Me personally, I don't know how they do it, because I couldn't live with my ex for longer than I had to be honest with you. It just couldn't be done. Just in our situation, it just didn't work for us. It would be extremely hard for me to date somebody that still lived with their ex, because a lot of different things would pop up. And I understand when you're in a relationship, you need trust. I get that. But this is going off of you just meeting someone and then they're telling you that they still live with their ex. Okay, so right there, you don't know if you could trust them or not. You don't know if they're just living there because right now they cannot afford to move out of the house. You know what I'm saying? Or if they're still with that person. Because then things are going to happen. Like, you're going to think, you're like, okay, so they might be out with you and then they're going to go home where their ex is. Are they still intimate? Are they? You don't know that. You don't know exactly what is going on, until if you were to give it a chance, then you could then maybe see if it is extremely like what they're, if they are with that person or not, or if they're completely separated from them. So I would love to hear from you guys. If you ever were in this situation, did you ever meet somebody that was still living with their ex? And what happened? Did it end up them being still married? Or was it exactly what they told you, that they were just living there because it worked for them and they had children and they wanted to, raise their children together? There's nothing wrong with if that works for you. If you're able to, still live with your ex and raise your children, to each his own. There's no one to judge you that that's right or wrong. But basically, this real talk is about, would you be able to date a person that still lived with their ex. That's what it's about. So I don't, that's what we're referring to. I'm not saying it's bad to do that or not. Like I said, I know a few people that are in that situation, and that's what works for them. But when you're bringing an outside person into a situation like that, how is it going to end up? You don't know. It really depends, because sometimes when a couple breaks up, there might be one person in that couple that still has those feelings for the other person. They might not, but it's possible. And would you feel comfortable that your boyfriend or your girlfriend is going home to an ex every night? Are they really just sleeping on the couch, or staying in the basement, or staying in the other room? Or do they still sleep in the same bed? Like, these are all things that would go through my mind. So that's something that I would not want to deal with, because especially in the beginning, you're not going to know if you could trust them or not, or if they're just telling you these lines that they still live with their ex, and it's not even an ex, it's still their wife, or they're still their husband. So I would love to hear what you guys think. If you would be able to date a person that still lived with their ex. Well, you guys, you have a great rest of the day, and I will see you tomorrow. Mwah!